What's up, guys? I'm Abe, and this is Abe Loves Movies. The movie we're talking about today is
The Secret Life of Pets.
And if you're wondering who that was, that's my friend Dylan. He's in this episode today, and let's get to it. So, you want to start?
The opening scene starts in New York with a bunch of cherry blossom trees under the song of Empire State of Mind by Alicia Keys. And it shows about how Max and Duke are talking about kids. And while Duke loves kids and loves the thought of having one, Max thinks that kids are so boring and that you should never have a kid.
And then Max was like, but this all changed when Katie met Chuck. They got married. They were living a happy life, and then they had a kid. Blah blah blah. Their kid was born. His name was Liam. Ready?
Yeah. So Max was very watchful of Liam. He made sure nothing bad happened to him. But also, Liam, before he realized that he liked the dogs, he would sometimes be mean to them. But eventually, over time, Liam learned to love the dog.
Yeah, and he was even doing the same move, like trying to pee in trees
and eating out of a dog bowl, which is really funny, which we thought.
Yeah. Then there's a scene like how there was in the original movie where it shows the pets like doing stuff, like that. There's like
they're showing what the pets are doing. Like the cat was hitting the owner like normal.
Like, and then he was coughing like
coughed like a hairball out, which is kind of gross.
Then it showed Snowball, and he was like having the time of his life with which is Kevin Hart, and with his new owner, and then Max and Max and Snowball are talking, and Snowball's like, "Your kid's gonna go to preschool soon." Then Max is like, "What?" Then Duke realizes that their family is going on a trip.
Yeah,
in a car.
So Duke and Max were so happy because old dogs are they loved going in the car. They loved putting their heads out and spinning their tails like, ah. And then while they're in the car, they talk to some other dogs about they're in the car and it's so cool. And once they arrive,
they're at this
farm, which is their uncle of the dad. And later that night, Max and Duke learned that since they're dogs, they sleep outside.
Yeah. But we skipped a scene. We both did.
Yeah.
So Busy Bee is Max's favorite toy, and he gave it to Gidget.
But Gidget
then
lost it and went in the crazy cat's house.
And so then there's more about that later. But let's just go back to the farm.
So while on the farm, Max and Duke both have different opinions about it. Duke thinks the farm's awesome, while Max thinks he does not like it.
Uh-huh.
You can continue with that.
So then it's like the farmer's like, you have to sleep outside. No dogs are allowed, and then that makes Max even hate it more. Then there's a scene with Snowball.
Snowball, yeah.
And he's like trying to lift weights with Chloe, the cat.
5-pound weight, and he can't lift it. And
he's like, I'm pretty sure this is glued to the ground right now. And then this dog Daisy comes in, and she's like, do any of you know where Captain Snowball is? And then Snowball's like, yeah, let me go get him. Then he runs away, and he's like, ah! And then he comes in. And Daisy's like, is he okay?
No, he's not okay.
Then he comes in, and Daisy tells him the story.
The hero.
Yeah. You want to say the story?
Yeah, and the story is, while on a plane, Daisy is playing with all the other dogs, trading stinky socks and stuff like that, while she hears some purring noises. And then she goes to check it out, and she finds a big white tiger. And apparently, this big tiger was part of this big circus.
It's called like the Circus of Fun or something.
Yeah. And so when they got off the plane, Daisy again saw the tiger. But
And his name is who?
His name's who? And his owner was being very mean to him by hitting him with a whip and stuff like that. And then you can continue after.
So then Daisy's like, you gotta help me. What happened? Wait, let me see.
And then
then it cuts to the farm, and Max is getting chased by a turkey.
Yeah. But then Rooster, the big farm dog who's very brave, is like
he is Indiana Jones, which is Harrison Ford.
Yeah. We have an Indiana Jones Funko Pop right
and
here.
Indiana Jones Lego set right here.
You can't see.
You might not see if you're watching this on podcast, but if you're watching this on YouTube
or something else,
or a camera, you'll know what's going on.
Yes. And Rooster doesn't tell the actual Rooster to stop. He just does like a thing with his mouth, and then the Rooster gets scared and runs away. And then Max is like, gee, I don't like that.
No, you mean the
guy.
turkey gets scared and runs
away? Yeah, the turkey gets scared away. And then Max was like, gee, that guy I do not like. But then Max was like, what are you talking about? That guy's so brave. That guy's awesome.
Then there's the scene with Gidget and Chloe.
Yeah.
And Chloe and Gidget is trying to learn how to be a cat because Busy Bee
got stuck in the crazy cat lady's apartment.
So she's like learning to hit over coffee cups, step on a keyboard, like hit your tail in your owner's face, jump
even
off a building,
swallow Sweet Pea, which is the green bird.
Yeah, and then what's the next? You can go next. Oh, well, next they meet Rooster, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it shows the Circus of Fun next.
Yeah.
You want to say this?
With
Snowball and Daisy.
Oh, well, when Snowball and Daisy want to sneak into the farm to try to save their friend, who is the they see that Who is getting whipped because he's not jumping into a pool, so he feels really sad, and I think that he thinks it really hurts when he gets hit like that. So then they try to come up with a plan to try to stop them, and then you can.
Yeah. So what the plan is, they sneak into
because he also gets locked up in a cage for the night, guarded by wolves.
They grabbed the keys, and then the wolves are like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be there." Even though the wolves don't actually talk, they're just like, kinda. And then the wolves start chasing them, and one of the wolves gets stuck on this ride, and it goes up and down. There's like,
while they're chasing them.
Yeah.
While chasing Snowball specifically.
And then they get the keys. They unlock Who. And and he goes to Then he's like Then Snowball's like, yeah, I did it. Then Daisy's like, we're not finished. We still need to find a home for him.
Yeah. So first they go to the dog training school with the dog in the wheelchair.
Wait, what's the guy's name?
I think I forget. He's the dog in a wheelchair.
The dog in the wheelchair.
But his owner's never home, so he gets to train little puppies.
And it's called Puppy School. Even though there's a cat there.
Yeah, it's really weird. Cool Easter egg. So when they get there, the dog in the wheelchair is like, no, there's no way this dog's staying with us. But then all the puppies are like, wait, we want him to stay with us.
It's a tiger, though. It's not a dog.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tiger. It's a full-on giant tiger. So,
and I think, when he's like, please, when they're like, please, in Migration, the new Illumination movie, I'm pretty sure they added an Easter egg to that part, because Gwen and Dax, the two kids, they're like, please, in a bunch of parts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but anyway, just keep going.
And so...
Wait, we should speed up a bit, because it's... Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's skip ahead to...
when they're on the train. where
Oh yeah, so later they
they get hunted
the
down by wolves.
yeah, and the tiger
and then
goes
who
back in the
gets
cage.
caught. And now they're on the train, and all the dogs and cats from the crazy cat, whatever apartment,
Are driving to try to find Max and yeah.
they're trying to find who. And
Yeah.
then Max and Snowball and Daisy and the guinea pig are all trying to get free. But actually, Daisy was on the train as going to be a cannonball, which is kind of absurd.
A what? Oh yeah.
Cannonball.
She was in it. Not a cannonball like you jump into a pool. She was literally in a cannon.
In the cannon, yeah. And then she was going to get exploded. So now there's this big, epic fight scene
with a monkey.
With the monkey
and
with Daisy,
the monkey and
Snowball. And eventually the monkey gets shot up in the air from the cannon,
and Max gets hit off the train
by the wolves.
He jumps onto the front of the train and he starts hitting the guy who's like the guy who was whipping the who.
And then
he's like, "Oh, what's this little dog gonna do to me?" Then he's like, then Max is like, and bites into him.
And then all the other animals come biting him, except for the cats, which are part of the plan to get them out of there. And then eventually, at the end of the movie, Who finds a home at the crazy cat lady's house, and she really
not the crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
No, it's it's Chloe's house. Remember? And then she's like just jump scared.
You're right.
Yeah, but so never mind. But yeah. But yeah. Then she's then they're trying to wake up the owner, and Who's like, yeah. And then the owner's like, and that's the movie. Now let's talk about some other stuff.
Yeah.
So
an Easter egg that we thought was funny was
there was only one that we actually found.
Yeah, which was that
the bad guy
kept whipping the tiger. His nose was like identical to Gru's nose, and it was like really long and pointy.
Which we probably think is an Easter egg because it's the same company.
Yeah.
And so, should we read some reviews?
Yeah.
Okay,
we're looking for some reviews. We're gonna read like a 5-star, 4-star.
We're gonna read a review from every different star.
Yeah. The overall rating for this is 3 out of 5 stars. 4.2 stars,
which is good.
Is the overall rating.
Okay. And we're not gonna read the full review because sometimes they write like a full essay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do filtered by.
Okay, this is a 5-star review. Such a great movie. I will be watching it again. Animation has now become so good. People forget how much effort goes into making them into
suspension and of disbelief and unforgettable as this. A masterpiece. An enjoyable family-friendly epic and totally immersive, wacky, fluffy, white superhero rabbit as the main lead. That's not. Or wait a minute. Was it the tiger or the dog or the rooster? I loved it. Okay.
Okay, now let's look for. And that review was by a person.
By a person.
Let's look for generally short one.
We don't need to read the entire thing.
Okay. I watched this movie with my 2-year-old
4 stars,
son.
yeah.
This is 4 stars. I watched this movie with my 2-year-old who loves this movie and really enjoyed it.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Let's read Woo. They did cram a lot of content and storylines into the movie. But since kids are easily distracted and become bored of this movie should keep them interested. That was good. I think that.
Yeah, now we're gonna look for a 3-star. I'm excited for the 1-star. I wonder what that's gonna be like.
Okay, Secret Life of Pets 2 manages, but falls a bit short of the great first. No sausage daydream, which is funny in the first one.
Yeah.
But other funny daydream. An epic dog jumps onto a train. Yes. Interestingly, it has 3 plots going on at once. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 stars.
2-star. I'm kind of worried about this.
I'm gonna read the 2-star. You'll read.
Terrible movie.
Don't watch. The animal cruelty in this movie was only not necessary, but also really upset my younger brother, who is very sensitive to things that have to do with animals getting hurt. When we saw this in theaters, my mom had no idea this was going to happen, and I actually went to see a different movie with my dad because I've seen the Pets 2 trailer and didn't think the movie looked very good. But when we left the theater, I noticed my brother was having a full meltdown. Okay. You can read the 1 star.
This 1 star review. This is the worst movie to ever exist. It was good for the first few minutes of Liam and the baby stuff. That was cute. But then it went south real fast. There were
South's good. South Park is good. I mean, South is good.
Absolutely no conflict, no plot.
What? That's not true. There was the plot with the tiger. There was the plot. There was three different plots at once. Yeah. Like it said, there was like that. I guess that 3 different plots at once could be kind of confusing, but it was still good.
Yeah, like it tells 3 stories at once, all super boring and not relevant to each other. I mean, it was good. What do you rate it at?
I would rate it 5 stars.
I would rate it like a 4.5 star, probably.
Okay, now, so you say why would you say like one of these reviews like why you would rate it that?
I would rate it that because it's a really good movie. I like all the plots, but all movie has room for improvement. So
yeah,
that's why I rate 4.5 stars.
Yes,
which is higher than the actual what it was reviewed. And it was also 60% Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty good for an animation film.
I would rate this. I would rate it the same as Dylan, the rating, because I just loved it. Like he said, all movies could get better. Like if it's perfect, then it's probably not even a good movie. Yeah. But it was one of my favorite Illumination movies. My top 2 are Mario and the Mario movie and and Migration. But still, it's so fun.
Top 3.
It's
so
yeah.
Pretty good.
It's funny. It's sweet. There's suspense kind of, but it's good for all ages. I would say.
Yeah.
Now
let's try to call some of the actors.
Now the moment you've been waiting for.
It's called
the calling. Ready?
Who should we call first?
We're gonna call Kevin Hart first.
Kevin Hart, and then we'll call Harrison Ford.
And then no, you don't need to do that. I just got it pulled. Actually, yeah, you can do it. Okay. Can you just type it in here? Okay. Never mind this. Okay, we're just typing this in. So if there's silence, don't be worried because we're just doing
318.
Don't say it because if it's his real phone number, we don't want people to.
Don't spam call him.
Okay.
Can they see this?
They can't see the screen now. Okay, ready?
Yeah,
I'm gonna call
him.
Imagine he just answers though. Wait, I don't think this is right because there's 3 digits in the last one, so this can't be right. Okay. Okay.
Really hope he can get this.
This would be funny if he answers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Hopefully it will work. Okay. And that's
the start of my phone number.
That's an accurate zip code because he does live here.
Yeah, because that's my parents' start of their phone number. So it should be like that. Okay, we're calling him. Who is this?
What is this?
This is 3 Arts Entertainment.
I'm doing a podcast episode, and I just searched Kevin Hart phone number. So sorry about that, but yeah.
That's all good. Yeah, good luck.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You want to try one more? See if it works.
That was so funny. They answered, and we just had this conversation with this guy who works for this company.
Yeah, okay, now let's try Harrison.
Wait, I'm gonna try one more different one.
One more.
Because it's funny when it answers, but it's a different. But it's something else answers. Let's try this one.
This one. This one looks.
Okay.
Please don't call him, guys. Don't do what we're doing. This is stupid,
but it's still fun.
Yeah. Please answer.
I need it for the downloads. You can't see the phone. I'm holding it up to the microphone. Where I don't know but you guys might have listened to. I called him Macaulay Culkin and he actually answered.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, he said hello, and I was like, who is this? Then he hung up.
Okay, hang up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang
Okay, now we're gonna
Okay,
look for
Harrison Ford. Wait, don't.
He's like 80 or 70 years old, so
Something.
does he even have a phone? We don't know.
He's Indiana Jones. He has a phone.
Okay, phone number.
Here we go. Let's check it. Okay. Let's hear. These ones sometimes are fake, but
That's the zip code for when you live in Ohio. He does live in Ohio.
okay.
Imagine he answered. I want someone to pick up.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Okay, that phone number is like it might have been.
Wait, that's his address.
Let's try. This one says it's the same thing as the other one before, so I want to try this again because it might actually be real. So let's
He hasn't done the beep thing yet.
yeah.
You have reached
Reached
a
a
number
phone
that
that
has
has
been
been disconnected.
No longer.
Okay, now who should we do?
Let's try the actor of Max, the main character, because
Yeah.
my dad made this show called worked on the show called The Goldbergs, and it had the main character is the guy who worked on The Goldbergs cast. Yeah,
It was
I forget his name, but
No.
Oh, okay.
it was Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt. Yeah.
I'm
him.
gonna try to call them. This is maybe he will pick up. We don't know.
Let's see. It's funny when someone acts. It was so funny when that guy-
Okay, there it is.
Okay, here we go.
This better pick up.
And the zip code might be right because
Yeah,
because that's the show that my dad made was at Sony. Ready?
Yeah. Hopefully this person picks up.
PA.
Who is this?
UTA, United Talent Agency.
Oh,
Oh, this isn't Patton Oswalt.
No.
okay. I'm doing a podcast episode on this movie, and I'm trying to call Patton Oswalt because he was the main character. So thank you. Bye.
Oh, okay.
The first guy was the first guy was nicer. Should we try one more person?
Let's see. Who else?
Gidget.
should we try? Yeah. Who plays Gidget?
We'll see.
I don't know.
No. Okay, there we go. Who's Norman again?
Show more. Do show more.
Oh.
Show more.
Oh, his name was Pops, the guy who we forgot. Oh, the guy who was caught in the guy. He was this like little elf, not an elf. He's the main character of the other show that my dad made. He was the main character. He was in the same show that Patton Oswalt was in. That's a weird coincidence.
Who did he play?
This guy was a little guy in he was this little sheep that had like a couple lines. But it was funny. Yeah, it was funny. So I'm gonna search his.
Cotton.
Yeah, I'm gonna search his phone number and see what comes up. Let's try.
No, there it is.
Okay.
He's only 24.
I know. He was like 13 or something on the Goldbergs.
Yeah, because this movie was made in 2016. Okay, we're
ready?
calling him.
This might be
I have a
awesome.
feeling this one might work because he's really young.
He doesn't. Can you might be able to hear this
Your
because
call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
Okay, let's leave
system.
the voice-
Four
let's leave the
three
voice on.
5 2 5 8 1 1
He
6
just leaves
5.
his phone number.
At the tone, please record your message.
my name is Abe,
And my
And-
name is Dylan, and
and-
we're making a podcast.
and it was on Secret Life of Pets 2.
And you
and
were
we just-
caught in.
We just looked up this phone number. It might not be real, and please listen to this because if you are the real person, my dad is Dan Levy, and he wrote the Goldbergs.
So bye.
Yeah, because my dad wrote the show that he was the main character on. Should we try one more person, or
Yeah, one.
actually no? Let's not do that. Let's not try another person. But what was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite was the chase scene on the train where they were fighting
Oh.
against the monkey.
Same.
That was my favorite.
Okay, yeah, that was our favorite. But so this is Abe Loves Movies.
Dylan.
This is Abe, Dylan. This is Abe Loves